So my best selling shoe, it was a Squirtle Dunk. That shoe was officially or unofficially but stolen or taken by Nike.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Ani-Lyst podcast. I'm Varun, and you see the studio is slightly different today. We've removed some of our stuff off of the table and we've got some very cool looking sneakers. It's because we have Sneaker Anime here, aka Shinichi. How's it going?
Everything's good. How's it with you?
All good with us. It's good to have you here. What do you think of the studio when you like this? This is his first time at the studio. We just want to know what you think of the studio. Like,
I love it here. This is my first time looking at so many things from so many different animes that I've grown up watching, and especially the way you've built this over time. It's crazy.
yeah. So I mean, we've got a few sneakers here. Would you like to talk about the sneakers first? We've got one pair here.
Let's start from his introduction first.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Hi, I'm Shinichi. I am basically a...
That's his real name.
That's his real name, by the way.
He's not acting cool, but it is a cool name.
It's a very unique name.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks to my dad, but I am Shinichi. I basically design sneakers, and apart from that, I also do creative projects. This started off 3 years ago with the sneaker designing, and I've got a couple of my closest, really nice pairs. That right there is Goku Vegeta. That was my first pair, which I made back in I think 2021.
Okay.
It's got the date also on the shoe.
Yeah.
So has Delhi, Mumbai.
So basically this was a collaboration with Courtside, which is a company from Delhi, and it's an inspiration of Off-White. Then this we came to these babies, which were recently made for me. Again, a lot of people know Luffy Zoro, the coolest of all animes, and then this is my favorite pair because it's completely designed by me.
Yeah, some of the coolest looking sneakers I've seen. When you just took this out of the bag, I was like, damn, I've not seen a sneaker like this before. It's got a nice Bape inspired swoosh as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
So essentially these are inspired by Charizard and Pikachu, and yeah, it's got a lot of fun touches to it.
Yeah, this is made of what material, by the way? I'm just curious.
So basically, when I was looking for this entire shoe here has been designed over a period of 1 year, and it's got a lot of details to it. So if you check out the insoles, let me see if I can get them. 1 second. Yeah. So the insoles, basically both the shoes have Charizard and Pikachu.
Yeah.
From the cards, so it's really cool that way.
That's something new actually.
Yeah, that's actually
that's something मैं ऐसे कभी देखा नहीं हूँ.
Yeah, I've seen sneakers that have been customized from the outside, but maybe not the insoles. So that this is a fucking nice touch that you've put here.
Then we've got so this entire shoe has different materials from different places. The sole is custom made, got it done in China. This entire, so I'll first explain the colors of the shoe. We've got the Charizard orange. We've got the light color of the Charizard, the stomach or the skin color.
Aryan's removed his specs.
Yeah, so I
they can't see. Tinted chashma dala usne.
And we've got the Charizard wing ka color over here and on the tongue. Then we've got the Pikachu fur. Now this leather has been all sourced from the US, but we weren't getting this fur, so we got this fur. My concept was that I wanted to take a towel type or a rug type soft material and put it on a shoe. I wasn't getting that, so my manufacturer got it sourced from Vietnam, which is very cool.
Dude, next level.
It is ultra soft. When you sort of just brush it, you feel like brushing it even more. It's just nice and soft.
Think about petting a cat girl.
A cat girl. Yeah.
That's how soft it is.
And then we've got the swoosh again from the US. So Pikachu, the pink cheek or the red cheeks, that's put in form of the swoosh. Now the fun part about the shoe is this is just like a sample piece which I got made for myself. But the pieces that we've made for our clients, you can actually trim this entire fur. And so for example, you wear the shoe for a while, it becomes a bit rough. You trim the top off a bit, it again becomes soft, and it just keeps revealing the swoosh even more.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude.
So basically, like you're like trimming into the shoe and revealing it a bit more over time. Nice.
That's the entire concept behind the shoe.
Let me ask you this one like obvious question. What was your best-selling shoe yet?
So my best-selling shoe is not here, but we can show it somewhere on the screen.
Sure.
But it was a Squirtle dunk.
Okay.
Now, fun story. I did not actually like make it in India. I got it. I did it in collaboration with this guy in the US.
Okay.
And he's a young kid. He wanted the design, so I gifted him the design. And he went ahead and sold a bunch of those. To a fact where that shoe was officially or unofficially, but stolen or taken by Nike. And
Allegedly. we can drop that word there.
And they put it in the NBA 2K game. So NBA 2K custom mods, if you go and you can select or purchase that shoe.
Oh damn, we can actually drop that visual right here when you're like talking about it. It's a very cool thing. I didn't know that.
So and then once it goes over there, it became the most viral shoe. I think the day it dropped, we had like 4 million odd people who saw that shoe. It got covered by top 3 magazines in the world.
Incredible.
And
did Complex cover it by any chance?
So Complex did not. Nice Kicks did, and Sneaker Freaker did. Which is part of the like the Sneaker Freakers, I think the oldest sneaker magazine. So they covered it, and Nice Kicks did. And then there was a lot of Twitter pages, and I am not on Twitter, so I did not know that. But a lot of Twitter newspapers. In fact, I think Sportskeeda naam ka ek.
I think even Sportskeeda talked about it.
Sportskeeda talked about it like an official Nike release. Like there's a Google article from Sportskeeda saying when is Nike releasing this? And I'm like, this is not a Nike release, it's made by me.
So basically that sneaker put you on the map, like
it did.
It did sort of blew everything up.
So essentially I was there before that on the global scale, because fortunately when I started when I started, say I started 3.5 years ago. In my first 100 followers, there were 2 of the biggest global sneakerheads. One of them was Sir Castle Tees, who is a customizer based out of US, and he's customized for everyone in the NBA.
Oh damn, that's like a big deal.
Yeah, he gave me the validation that this project which I'm planning to start is valid. And then the second biggest guy was I think Jigger, who is his name. And he's again a customizer who's brought the black community up in his hood very well. So he's based out of New York, and he's done a lot for his community. And when those 2 people come on your first 100 followers, you know.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. I mean, you immediately got the validation and the appreciation that you maybe wanted, and you directly got it from the people who do it themselves. Yes. So I'm sure that was like a good feeling. But like, where did this idea come? Like, I'm sure you had a love for sneakers for like a long time. But where did this idea pop? Maybe let's start customizing it. Maybe not for people, but just for myself, and let's see where this goes. Like, how did that come about?
So I was very bad at Photoshop.
Yeah, that's a nice part right there. It's just like, how did this happen? Like, bad at Photoshop.
I was extremely bad at Photoshop, and I got kicked out of my college group where they were teaching us Photoshop. And I was like, yaar, basic skills to aate hain mujhe. Itna bura kyun? I couldn't make posters, I couldn't make shit. But then I saw like a sneaker outline, and there were these random online pages which were posting these outlines, and I was like, why not color sneakers? Like, why not just do that for fun? And I started seeing this customization scene blow up in 2016, 2017, where Indian global customizers used to paint faces of the characters on shoes. And I know whenever you've seen custom sneakers for anime, you've always seen like a Goku picture or a Charizard and Pikachu picture, but you've not seen them being embodied onto a shoe. And I always wondered how cool it will be if like there were proper sneakers which embodied the characteristics of that.
Not just copy pasting a photo of Pikachu or Goku onto sneaker, but just like taking their physical traits here and there.
So wanted to shoot to make a part of them, the characters themselves. Got it.
Like how you've done it here, right here, like very perfectly.
Similarly here, so although this is a painted shoe, but it covers the entire character. So it shows his skin, his chest mark, it shows his logo. The brown part of the sole which is aged is just to show that the anime has been for such a long time.
Yeah, so that's fucking crazy detailing. Yeah, I was going to ask you about this. The sole, it looks a bit aged.
So the sole is purposely aged to show that this is one of the oldest animes, right? And it's
the OGs.
The OGs. So we wanted to show that it's not a new shoe or it's not a new anime. Although the characters in the anime don't grow old.
But the show's grown old for us, like it's been several years. Even the people who grew up with them are like now adults as well, still watching it. So
so that's the story behind these. And similarly there for Goku Vegeta, we've taken details of Off-White because this was made like I think 2 days after Virgil Abloh passed away.
Oh damn. So you probably started making it way before.
And like when I was making this Virgil Abloh passed away that night, and I knew that I had to do something which had that special touch for him. So we added the swoosh, we added the details of the text which he adds in his shoe. But apart from that, everything here is classic. So we've taken the skin on the sole, and essentially I just want to, like whenever people wear this, it's very weird when people wear 2 different color shoes, right?
Yeah, I know. No, I'm sure people get a lot of questions like, why are you wearing 2 separate shoes? But people are like, no, they're the same pair. It's just customized differently.
So people ask me like, who wears these shoes? And I'm like,
hey, you have no idea. There's quite a few people.
The thing is that when you were explaining your shoes now, I felt so good hearing you talk. I can see the passion in your eyes, the passion in your voice while you were explaining it to complete newbies. And you're talking in such a passion. I guess not only it's because of the shoe, but it's also because of anime.
Right.
So anime has become a part of the community and it helps people grow.
Right.
Correct, connect. So kuch shoes is something like whenever you think of high standard or something, you think about shoes or watches. Correct. And then taking that and making into anime, bro, mind-blowing thing.
No, it's like taking an already good shoe to another level. It's sort of like elevating like your whole outfit as well, and it makes you stand out.
Exactly.
So you're also like helping people stand out from the crowd as well with these shoes. So like I can see the passion that has gone into it.
The concept was so I started off being a Pokemon fan. That was my
like everyone.
I think like everyone, Cartoon Network.
That was my journey into anime. Pokemon on Cartoon Network and on my Game Boy. And my brother's Game Boy, to be very honest. He'll kill me if I say it's mine. But yeah, I started playing Pokemon games, Fire Red. And that just got me so intrigued with this entire concept of Pokemon, this entire concept of how characters are shown, which is very different than Indian cartoons. And when I got a chance to make my first shoe, it was a Charizard shoe and then a Pikachu shoe. And then I started moving towards Dragon Ball Z and all of the common animes. But it was always about showing those characters which were never close to us come in reality, which was very cool for me.
But I think you also customize sneakers that are beyond anime as well. You take requests of all kinds from customers. So for example, if I'm a big Harry Potter fan as well, so if I want like a Harry Potter specific customized sneaker as well, like I mean that could also
I'll
be
think
done.
About it. I am very loyal to my audience. So I kind of only want to focus on this. I somewhere go to an extent of making say Marvel DC shoes, but I prefer focusing mainly on anime. And now recently, I think from the past 3 months, I've been focusing on old cartoons.
Like which one?
Eddie.
Oh, Ed and Eddie. Yeah, I remember.
I have not heard of these cartoons, but unfortunately or fortunately, my Instagram audience loves them. So I then was like, if I have to cater to these audiences, I need to ask what I need to make and stuff like that. And a lot of them are old people who loved anime growing up, but loved other cartoons which their kids are watching right now. So I'm kind of making all of those.
That's nice. Like, did you make any old cartoons से आप तक कुछ start किया?
I made Tom and Jerry.
I've seen those. Those are pretty cool. Yeah.
I made Mickey Mouse, and yeah, those are some of the
classics. Yeah.
Classic Oswald.
Oh damn, that's also pretty classic. Pogo days, I remember.
Yes.
But your main audience is on anime.
Main audience is anime.
Okay, and your main market? America.
US, Japan.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Japan's big.
Actually?
Aryan heard Japan and he's like, oh, Nani?
Nani Sure.
Nani?
Like, tell me a little bit about how did you tap into those markets?
So, all organically.
Oh, okay. They just found your page and the work that you're doing and they reached out.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, say I've got 14k odd followers, out of which 90% of my audience is abroad. India, it's not blown up because India already has a lot of customizers.
Yeah.
And Indian sneaker scene as such is not that mature for this level of customization.
Yeah.
For them, customization is putting small details.
It's not detailed nahi. And plus, in the Indian market is a bit price sensitive also. So it makes sense why like 98% of the audience or the market might be like outside of India. But I think it will evolve.
It definitely will. So right now the Indian audience is booming on regular Jordans,
Yeah, I'm seeing that so frequently. Like maybe 5 years ago I used to just see like Converses or Vans.
Yeah.
But now I'm seeing like high tops and like Jordan 1s and stuff like that.
So Jordans, Dunks, Yeezys have all blown up. But a person would rather spend 60,000 on a hyped Jordan than a custom shoe.
Correct. Yeah.
But then there comes this audience which has bought sneakers for a long time and they've matured in the sneaker market and they are now wanting something which is more unique.
Yeah.
So say
1 of 1.
Yeah, or say 1 of 20, 1 of 30, because a Jordan 1 you will now see Panda Dunks on every 5th person.
I actually know a lot of people who own those. Yeah.
So or a Jordan 1 in that case, like you will see a Jordan 1 on every 5th person. But then you see a Jordan 1 which is made in a completely different colorway. You've never seen that before, and maybe 20 people across the world own it. Now that's something that a mature audience will.
Plus also it's that feeling of exclusivity. It's like I'm not a part of like a million pairs that are out there. It's just these 20 pairs that are out there. Only 20 people like have it.
Exactly.
Like, this is actually, I also told you before, like if it's possible to get your products over here, because this is actually the first time which I've seen something in my hand like this.
I mean, we've seen customized sneakers before, but not with such detail and like precision. Like you've done like a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
Yeah. I also had a question. You've been in the sneaker game for a while. Which are your top 5 favorite sneaker brands of all time?
So, like most people say Jordans, I wouldn't go for that right now.
Okay.
I have moved on from Jordans, which is a sad thing to say. But
is it because like it's too hyped now? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was a big fan of Jordans when I started in the culture because I could see them everywhere and I was a guy who hunted shoes. So I literally went to the depth of the markets. I knew people across the world in the sneaker space who had pairs which no one else had ever seen. And then I could see everyone wearing them. So I moved to SB Dunks. And then Travis Scott wore SB Dunks.
Yeah,
so now everyone
is wearing that.
Is wearing those. And then I moved to New Balance. New Balance is
Jack Harlow, I remember he brought that.
Exactly. So I got big onto the New Balance wave early on, and I still consider it in my top 5 brands.
It's just a good shoe. It's a cool. It stands out for some reason. Yeah.
But I remember like I was not into shoes that much, but there was this one brand which everyone was talking about. I guess more than Nike's. DC के shoes follow कभी किए तो?
Oh yes,
Bro, next level थे उसका craze.
Back in the day when I was like a teen, I remember.
Yeah, DC and Converses.
Yeah, Converses are still there, but I think the Jordan hype is like taking.
Oh, I've got a couple of DC shoes. I've got a couple of Supras. I don't know if you know that.
You have to show me, send me photos. I have to check them out.
I can drop it here. I have the photos.
I will have to check. I think it's in Bombay, but Supras are classics. I mean, they are so much more comfortable than Jordans because Supras were made for functionality. Jordans were made in the 80s, and people need to realize it's an old shoe. It's not comfortable at all.
Yeah. New Balances are more comfortable. They're made for comfort.
Yeah, because
function.
It's made right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I am fortunate enough to know some of the designers who worked on the shoe, and although they've worked on the shoe, say back in 97, 98, the technology has grown over time. Jordan's technology has not grown. I mean, it has grown with the newer Jordans, Jordan 30s. All of them are brilliant shoes, but they're not hyped. They're not cool looking shoes. People are looking for Jordan 1s, which is made in 84.
Yeah, I mean the tech has still not evolved. Like actually, like the internals of the shoes since then. I mean they're cool looking shoes, but like you said, not as comfortable or functional.
So you can't wear them at a party for more than 2 hours.
Yeah, but their marketing is on point. They put it in Spider-Verse as well.
Yeah. Do you think that like I'm going to go a little bit way off this topic, but do you feel that talking something about a brand in which you are incorporating your shoes, maybe Nike, it might hamper you in the future? Saying that they are old techie and everything.
So fortunately for me, I have had some designers who worked at Nike get in touch with me. I've been part of the design industry, and I've always believed that this is for the audience who does not know sneaker design. This is for the audience who knows sneaker design but is not looking for comfort. Okay. Sneakers in general have been in a category of comfort or performance. I think as an individual, I have moved from comfort, from looks to performance.
Okay.
Same. Yeah. Now, like function over form.
Yeah.
That ideology.
So I have transitioned towards that, and that is because I have matured over the sneaker market. So I have had my phase of Jordans, I've had my phase of Dunks, and say for example tomorrow I get to work with Nike on a project, I will still go for what sells the most. There's nothing wrong with knowing that what sells the most and what is actually a good product, because most of the times, so for example the Squirtle Dunk, it's not my favorite shoe.
Okay.
In fact, when I launched that shoe, I never thought it will blow up the way it blew up, because it was just a part of the Pokemon starter series. But when it blew up, it caught an extremely different wave, and I would have never imagined. So although that is my best seller, it's not my best shoe. I rather say my best shoe is the Harley Quinn Dunk, which I'm making.
Yeah, I saw them. They're pretty crazy. I mean, we'll drop photos of it here. Like the detailing on that is like next level. Sorry, Aryan.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But like, if you see the details on that shoe,
they're pretty crazy.
It's got the tattoos, it's got the t-shirt ke upar ka mark, it's got her satin color.
So totally like this figure.
Even the color of the sole has been tweaked. Nice. No, hardly no. Okay, so let's get back. You said New Balance is one of your favorites.
Yeah. So
we need to list out five.
Yeah. So New Balance is currently number 1. Number 2 is Asics. I don't know if you've tried them all.
Yeah.
They're comfortable. They're getting the hype which it requires right now, which is nice.
Yeah,
like Asics is coming back into a trend, guys. Cop Asics.
Okay.
I will then go for Yeezys, which were from Adidas. Although I love Nike Yeezys, I still feel Adidas Yeezys should have come back.
Okay.
But unfortunately, they're not going to come back. So
yeah, because Because
let's not
we
talk.
all know why.
Yeah. So
are you talking about the Red Octobers?
Those were the Nike Yeezys.
Nike ones. Yeah, those were the Nike. I mean, they cost like a fucking.
Red Octobers.
Yeah, I think he had Red Octobers or something.
He had Red Octobers?
Yeah, he didn't know how valuable they were.
He just
bought. I think he bought them 4 or 5 years ago. He paid a decent price for it, but then he didn't realize how valuable it is and it could appreciate in value over time. He just gave it away to like a security guard or something like that. So he realizes, fuck, I've missed out on thousands of dollars, dude.
It was for 40 grand.
Yeah.
$40,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend who's got a pair here in Pune itself, and I had the luck of seeing. I think I've seen most of these pairs in hand, and I think Kanye West has been a genius because he used materials which Nike never allowed anyone to use.
I think that's why he shifted to Adidas from Nike, because Nike wasn't letting him do what he wanted to do. So Adidas was like, just like fucking do whatever you want.
So
wait. Explain again. Wait, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I
Context.
need to get
Kanye West worked with Reebok at first on a pair of shoes. Then he worked with Nike on a pair of shoes. And those were the Air Yeezys. There were 2 parts for it, Air Yeezy 1 and Air Yeezy 2. And those were the best looking shoes I had ever seen when I first saw them. And then he did not get the creative freedom from Nike, which he wanted, which most of the people did not get. So he moved to Adidas. And he launched his entire Yeezy collection.
That just like changed the entire sneaker scene.
The whole industry.
The whole industry, I think it just blew up, especially after the boosts. I mean, the 350s.
The 350s.
Just changed everything. I think I saw so many copycats just like copying that silhouette.
So 350s were again designed by Steven Smith, who I consider to be a good friend of mine, and he's also the creative director of Yeezy. And Yeezys has the craziest stories ever. Like, I'm sure you've seen there's this shoe which has a lot of holes in it, called the Foam Runner.
Foam Runner, yeah.
It became this shoe where every single chhapri guy got a fake pairs and started wearing it everywhere. You all both had that?
No.
Someone has it.
We won't name the person.
We won't name that person, but the person who's going to watch this.
You know who you are.
We know you.
Who's that Pokemon?
So I had them.
The original ones or like knockoff ones?
I have an interesting story. I bought a pair of knockoffs. I cut off the top part. I put laces on that part. And because I had a surgery done on my toe and I couldn't wear shoes. So that was a big blow for me, like me not wearing shoes. So I then bought those Yeezys, cut the top part off, made it like a sandal and added laces onto it. Pink fat laces. Clicked a picture of that, sent it to Steven Smith. And that was how our friendship started. He's like, cool shoe. I showed it to Kanye.
Where did you send him? Did you DM
DM
him? Oh, okay. And I think a lot of networking is done over DMs, dude.
Bro, I actually feel like, is it that easy to make friends?
It is.
It is. Especially in the sneaker scene.
Yeah.
Everyone is so open. And currently, in the past...
Sponsors, look out, I'm coming for you.
Aryan wants to know how to make friends.
So in the past 2 years, people have been... I think since COVID, people have been a little off looking at random DMs. But pre-COVID, the sneaker scene was very different because only like interested or genuine people. So for example, you are an anime enthusiast. For you, if a noob comes to a conversation like me and puts off random opinions, you will be pissed.
I get triggered.
Untriggered.
Similarly, let's not talk about that. So similarly, us as sneakerheads, when COVID came, a lot of new people got into the scene who did not know a lot and were very illiterate about the sneaker scene. So when they started DMing others, the big people were like, let's shut off our DMs.
This is getting too much now.
This is getting way too much. And I fortunately got in touch with them way before that. So I've had conversation with a lot of biggies in the sneaker scene, and they are very open to just giving out information, talking about the culture back in 80s, 90s, early 2000s. So if you are inquisitive, they will openly share information.
But is it as open as someone who doesn't have any kind of a point in the market? Like for example, you do, correct?
I didn't back then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about way back.
Yeah, I'm talking about way before sneaker anime ever started.
Maybe you DM'd the right way and you asked the right thing, so it probably piqued interest.
So wait, when did sneaker anime start?
3.5 years ago. And I've been a sneakerhead for like 7 odd years now.
So you just asked the right things. You
Yeah.
DM'd in a good way. You didn't like DM like randomly. And
So
like
was
stupid
this
shit.
your first project that you worked on?
It was not. I had a couple of failed startups before this,
Okay.
which were like, say, t-shirt design companies.
Yeah.
It wasn't failed. I just stopped working on them once this started. And once this started, I knew instantly that this is something that I want to do for a long time.
Nice.
Now. So I shut everything off and focused on this. And once this has now reached a point of self-sustaining, where it's growing on its own pace, I don't have to put that much efforts into it. So I've got a team who handles everything except designing. Designing is kept with me.
Okay.
But everything else, from the DMs to the
You have
client
someone to
relations.
take over.
Yeah, I also wanted to know about your process. Like who does what? Like what do you do? What does your team do?
Right.
I mean, what is the flow? Like from that initial request, like someone wants a custom sneaker for a specific anime or a character. Like what happens next? And what is the stage 1 and last stage?
So it's very easy. You either you first DM me saying hi.
DM nicely, bro.
And then the automation starts every time you say hi.
He's pissed with my automation.
Bro,
इसका automation
अरे
है
3-4 बार I was like, hey bro, what's up? This is the timing.
fuck off Aryan.
Automation. और मैं chat हो गया 2 घंटे बाद फिर से अरे हाँ listen I'm sorry I replied back ऐसे कुछ तो फिर से automation. Do उसने like दी भाई तू नंबर ले ले और WhatsApp पे बात करेंगे.
Then the WhatsApp did an automated message.
Bro अगर वो वैसा चालू होता तो I would have lost it. I'm not kidding bro.
So just to give you an idea, you send a message saying hi, I am interested in buying custom sneakers. Now, just for your information, I have stopped the custom sneakers business as such. I am more focused towards a custom designing business, and I've collaborated with a bunch of customizers. So I will recommend you who you can get the designs done from.
So what's the difference in both of the things?
So let me give you an example. Earlier, what I used to do is I used to take orders on my page, and I used to then select कि किस customizer को जूता देना है, and they will. So for example, Courtside is one of the biggest customizers in India. So I used to give them the shoe. They used to get it made, and they used to send it directly to the client.
Okay.
Oh, it's like a POD.
Right. Now, what happened with that was that started going on, but say for example the customizer is taking some time. उस सब जगह पे मेरा brand image कहीं ना कहीं गिरना चालू हो गया था.
Fair.
And different customizers have different qualities. So all of that things interfere with the clients, and people assume it's sneaker anime, so they expect one quality.
Yeah, standardized.
Yeah. So then what I started doing, I changed my business model, and now the business model is very simple. You say you want a custom sneaker design, or you want a custom sneaker. I will then design the shoe for you. Now I already have say 500 odd designs on my page. Apart from that, I've got a list of 2000 designs with me, which I've made over the past 3.5 years. So I will either share something which I've done in the past, or like I'll give you some options, or you say I want a one-of-one, or I want a completely new design. Then I will get to designing. I'll start designing a pair for you.
Okay.
And based on that designing, I will then tell you which customizer can you get it made from. And I will charge a design fee. So that way, I make my money and customizers make their money individually. So that's my process. It takes around 2.5 months to get a shoe painted. and designing takes around a week's time.
So it's like a labor of love. It takes a really long time to get the product out.
Oh yeah. So essentially, say I can create a design in 8 hours or so, but I like to do a lot of research before getting into this.
Knowing about the character, maybe about the anime itself.
Yeah. Because unlike him, I don't know a lot about anime. So,
Ani-Lyst.
But the research part will like make you learn so much
exactly
through the process.
So
you just have like this directory of information in your head.
when I started off, I just knew Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z. And then I got to know a lot of animes, which I found were very interesting. So that just got me into this culture even more deeper. And yeah, that was my journey into sneaker anime. And that's how, say tomorrow you come to me saying मुझे इस episode का ये scene का एक जूता चाहिए. And I've had clients do that. Like say One Piece का 900 some episode का एक particular scene में Zoro has this black color outfit. And he's like, I want that particular scene on a shoe. Then I have to not only look at that particular scene, but I have to look at some prequel as to how did he reach that
Fair.
and what all are the qualities which he has in that particular scene. It takes up a lot of time and effort to do that research, and then it takes up a lot of time and effort in doing the color blocking. How do I make that look good on a shoe? Once that is done, then the designing takes like 8 hours.
Aryan, what would you want customized?
Actually, I had an idea.
Yeah.
So
Cat
after this
goals.
idea, we'll go back to the main key process of how things are done. So there was this one episode in Beyblade, okay, G Revolution, ekdam juna wala,
Oh yeah.
where one of an American blader had her or his Beyblade to his shoe. So the launcher was over here, and there was the ripcord, and the Beyblade was stuck over here. So whenever you used to kick, you used to just hold the ripcord, and एक बार shoot होने के बाद the Beyblade used to go ahead.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah. So maybe you can think about
down
it.
the line. Or maybe he would just want like hentai boobies on it or something like that. That'd be way easier to do, maybe.
So I did this contest with this one brand which I don't want to name recently in Bombay, and we had 800. Basically, it was a design contest. I'll give you a blank sheet of paper, and you can design whatever you want, and the winner gets a free pair of shoes. Now, anyone who's watching this, by the time this episode comes out, the next 2 days you will have the winner soon. So please don't eat my head. I've been very busy, but yeah, this happened a long time ago, and I had 800 entries to sort out through.
Oh damn.
But we selected top 20, and a lot of them, like that was the first. It was an anime event in Bombay. And that was the first time I saw actual anime fans, because I've not been to Comic-Con.
Yeah, you told me that once. Yeah.
The event hosts invited me, and I went very openly. I set up this entire thing, and it was surreal to see so many people. Say the youngest entry was a 5-year-old kid, and
cute.
the oldest entry was like a 60-year-old man who is cosplaying.
Oh damn.
It was crazy. All of them were designing sneakers, and that is when I think I made a lot of followers in India. But at the same time, I knew a lot of people who loved hentai. Like I did not know about
circling back to what I said.
Yeah, I did not know about hentai till then. And then I saw shoes with naked bodies on it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
he had the same question when he saw the figurines. It's like, who are these women? Why are they here?
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents are gonna see this, so I wanna blur them out, but okay.
Gone. It's gone. But then, which were the most common? Like you shortlisted it to the top 20. Which were the most common animes that people designed sneakers for or wanted to?
Death Note was definitely on there.
Figured.
Death Note was there. We had Jujutsu Kaisen over there. We had surprisingly not a lot of Dragon Ball Z or not a lot of Pokemon.
Because I guess like usually you get a lot of Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. You get that a lot.
I thought there would be Demon Slayer also.
Demon Slayer
not as much.
Yeah.
Oh no! In fact, I think Demon Slayer was there a lot because there were a group of I think 8-10 boys, and they did like everyone did a particular Demon Slayer ke sub Hashras ka show.
So basically, what I feel with such conventions, right? When it comes to something which is something which is costly, correct? They will go for something which is Dragon Ball, Naruto, Detective Conan, Sailor Moon, to attract the people who are already earning.
Right.
So, unki zyada chances is to buy the product. So, why will someone just start? Have you ever heard of Sword Art Online?
I have.
Fuck.
It was sad.
Why did you say fuck?
What? Why did you say sad?
I mean, the first 2 seasons are great. The third season just got me so disappointed.
I think he'll have the same opinion, maybe.
Is it?
No. So, we'll talk about anime later.
Yeah.
Okay. So, basically, coming back to my point, I feel that Hamesha Dragon Ball Z Naruto ke rege because that's what people can buy, afford and get. So if you have like something which is just started Chainsaw Man, बच्चों को मालूम रहेगा. जब मैं खुद अगर मेरे बच्चे को लेकर जा रहा हूँ, I'll be like, पापा मेरे को ये सब चाहिए वगैरह वगैरह. बैठ नीचे. ऐसे situation होने के बहुत chances है.
So Chainsaw Man apparently has been in demand. I've not designed a single pair because I've not watched it, and I don't feel I'll do. So I've not designed say Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, and Chainsaw Man shoes because I've not watched it.
Okay.
And I don't want to do something which is not right. So I want to watch it first and then I want to design shoes. So मैंने उनको बोला कि 2024 is going to be the year I'm going to do all these other characters because Jujutsu Kaisen has blown up, dude.
Quite a bit in the last few months. Yeah. It has quite
This guy knows. Yeah. He knows the audience.
So Jujutsu Kaisen, I guess, earned like, if I'm not wrong, around 80 crores.
What?
80 crores as in what?
In India.
That's
while it was on movie, आया था Jujutsu Kaisen 1.
Oh yeah, when it came to the theaters.
अच्छा the
one. I don't remember, bro. It was long time ago. So it blew up. 88 crores something.
Revenue they made. Yeah. Shit, that's a fucking lot, dude.
That's way more than
that's
a lot of Bollywood
movies. After that, Crunchyroll was like, oh my god, let's push Dragon Ball Super. It was a big response. They pushed One Piece, big response. They pushed Jujutsu Kaisen, big response. They were like, ये market America की इतने जानने पर है. Comparatively, like if you say audiences and population, India is one of the most.
It is.
Yeah.
We have the numbers.
Yeah.
We have the numbers.
Yeah, that.
And statistically, so basically, I don't know if I should be saying this SIA, but anime is addictive.
Oh yeah. If you just start watching it now.
Right. It's fine to say that.
Yeah.
So anime is addictive to a point where so I know a lot of my dad's clients' kids have gone into rehab over anime.
What? Anime rehab? That's a real thing?
So basically it's called anime fatigue also.
Oh.
So when you do something excessively now, you keep on dreaming about it, you keep on thinking about it. I'll tell you about my situation soon. So you complete, I'll tell you what happened.
No, please go ahead. This was my point, bro. There's rehab.
This is the first I've never heard of anime rehab. Like I know
I didn't go through a rehab, but I got to know, oh my god, I need to stop anime. So there was a time during COVID I have seen more than 1,000 animes, okay? Yes. And I've read a lot.
Yeah.
So there was a time when I was totally into isekai. Isekai is when you get transported to another world, another dimension or something. And obviously Hamesha the plot is always surrounding a demon lord.
Right.
So once I was sleeping, okay, it was like 4 in the afternoon, and then my mother just sat next to me. Okay, so for some goddamn reason, I started talking in this voice while I was asleep. Why have you come here? Why are you here?
Yeah.
Why have you summoned me? This is how I was talking.
Story time with Aryan.
And bro, I woke up and I was like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I think you probably woke up and he was like, I think I need help now. Yeah. I think I need to stop now.
After that I started Ani-Lyst. Not gonna lie. After
really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
This is the birth story.
Damn, you got it. He anyway wanted to know how Ani-Lyst came into being. So I don't think maybe you've talked about that particular story on the podcast. So that is the real origin of the Ani-Lyst. He talked like a demon in his sleep, and then the next day was like, might as well do a podcast now.
No, so basically I was already in line on making a podcast. So for that I wanted to spam anime, binge anime throughout. So मैंने next level देखना चालू किया. Not only I was thinking about what anime should I talk about on the first episode, but also what to keep. किधर लोगों के आँख जाएंगे.
Right.
Okay, so that was something I had to do, and slowly but steadily I got exhausted of anime and I completely stopped watching.
I know. Yeah. So I got into anime thanks to my brother, and he introduced me to Kengan Ashura. That was my first anime, and that's the best action anime I had seen. People who like Baki, fuck off. It's not nice.
I was just going to say that. Just going to say that.
Watch Kengan Ashura, it's beautiful. So I started with that, and then I went to Baki. Then I went to a lot of sports anime, and that got me into a deep dark circle of watching random animes. Like at a point, I used to finish animes overnight. This and sneaker anime was going on, but I never. Those were animes. There was this one weird anime I remember. It's not complete yet, but this guy के खून से weapons बनते हैं.
Come on, Aryan, we need to see how
give me a
complex.
There are a lot of animes.
How deep your knowledge
like,
is.
Beyond the Boundary, maybe there was a girl who can manipulate blood and.
Yeah. There's this girl who can.
Are you talking about Beyond the Boundaries?
I don't remember the name, bro.
Is it a girl who can manipulate blood? Beyond the Boundaries.
not just her. Like everyone in the anime.
Oh, Aryan.
She's one of the girls.
If it's multiple people, then I don't know.
Yeah.
There's also Demon Slayer and Nezuko who can do blood.
No.
That's a newer one, so like.
Are you talking about?
Bro,
not
the
Tokyo
anime
Ghoul.
is not complete. I'll let you know, Abhi. But the anime is not complete. He's feeling ashamed. Yeah. Oh my god.
I've seen 1,000 animes. Which one is this? I don't know.
Fuck. Fuck
Bro,
you.
See, that's the kind of rabbit hole I went into.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at, and it was I had a very similar experience. I could not digest the amount of blood I saw on that anime.
Oh like shit! It was actually that bloody.
It was scary. It is like there's a very famous clip from that where I'm sure you must have seen the clip where this guy is asking a police inspector, "What's your breast size?" And the police
all the animes.
Oh fuck!
All the animes. Aryan is trying to hide the fact that he can't tell which anime this is, so he's just saying everything now.
But I'll tell you which one it is.
Yeah, you should.
If you can give him more cues, then maybe.
I don't think so. No. I am like मेरे को बहुत सारे animes है जिसमें blood
and boobies.
Yeah.
So the plot is there is this guy who gets into he's killed his entire classroom, and उसके बाद he's taken to prison, and in that prison there is a secret section where wars happen, where you can manipulate your blood, and it is beautifully violent, but it haunts you later.
Oh, okay. Probably getting nightmares.
And
Aryan is going to get nightmares tonight that he couldn't remember.
Why are you still on it, bro? Get over it.
No,
Is this the first time it's happening?
Yes.
Yes. He can't tell which anime it is.
Bro, I did my research before coming here just to prove I'm wrong. But I remember seeing this. And uske baad I was like, I need to stop watching anime. It is too
Aryan
much.
is googling right now. He's cheating now.
I'm not googling.
Oh, why are you on your phone then?
I mean, you can. Let's just do it right now.
No, it's fine.
Maybe somewhere down the line in the podcast you'll remember. Yeah, like he'll be like, "Fuck you, I remembered."
No, but the honest truth, I don't go for gore. I don't go for gore because it gives me bad nightmares and like my, what do you call it? Sleep
paralysis.
Yeah, I get sleep paralysis, and then I think about that.
I had that.
You manifest demons in your sleep, I think.
My sleep paralysis demon is one X-ray.
An X-ray.
Mad tangent. Fuck that.
I thought it would be boobies. Yeah,
why
anime boobies.
Why?
Like hentai chicks.
Why
That's good sleep
then?
Sleep paralysis. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm mad.
Kill me now.
Do you want to go ahead and start the anime segment of the podcast? Like, not
We
have
already
already.
We've been talking about anime for a bit now.
Yeah.
We've actually stopped talking about sneakers now. We've just been talking about anime.
Yeah.
Did we finish that
No, we
first
didn't.
part where you were giving me the list? Wait. Yeah, we were making a list of your top 5 brands.
I'll
First one was
quickly
New
wrap it.
Balance, second was Asics, third one was
Yeezy.
Yeezy, fourth one was
I have to talk about the fourth one.
Oh,
So
no.
the fourth one
I
is...
haven't completed one topic.
yeah.
Go on.
Talk a lot. The fourth one's Saucony.
Hmm.
It's a running brand. It's got the best collaborations that I've ever seen.
Hmm.
And it's going to be a big brand in the future for sure.
So it's a newer brand that is like
It's a
taking
very
off.
old brand.
It's a very old brand. Okay.
But the sneaker market is very ignorant towards anything which is non-Nike.
Oh, okay, fair.
So I am very sure that it's gonna come up. And finally, I'll go for Bape.
Oh, Bape,
Bape.
that's like
Yeah.
a classic.
I mean, it's
Bape
not-
and Kanye's.
because I have been the biggest Kanye fan.
Yeah, I figured. I thought Bape would be there in your
Yeah.
list.
So Bape is my fifth. Sorry,
That's
Nike.
Yeah. Sorry to Kanye as well, I guess.
Kanye नहीं देखेगा, Nike
Yeah,
वाले
yeah.
देख सकते हैं.
Yeah, no, Yeezy वाला कौन था?
Steven Smith, he's so basically.
Please.
Send him the
तेरा
podcast.
आवाज ही
to
नहीं
watch
आएगा. You
this.
can go ahead
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit. Yeah.
So essentially, Steven Smith is so both Kanye and Steven Smith are big anime fans.
Okay.
Nice. Oh, you can actually send them the link to this podcast once it's up.
Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
Kanye is the biggest Akira fan.
Oh.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, you
yeah.
didn't know that?
I heard about it, but just by
He-
thinking about Akira, like
Bro,
goosebumps and all.
one of his music videos, I don't remember the name of that music video, is a recreation of Akira.
I don't
Oh.
remember which
Yeah.
one.
I'll send the link. You can put up like as screenshots
Yeah.
of Akira and Kanye West. It's
Yeah.
literally scene to scene, very
Okay,
similar.
I'll check it.
Kanye actually takes a lot of inspiration from Japan and Japanese culture.
Yeah,
I
I've
mean, he's a
noticed that.
Bape is
Yeah.
a Japanese brand anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
So in case you didn't know that. Yeah.
And the best part about him was he's also a big hentai fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that I know. Yeah, that it's probably there in one of his songs where he just like name dropped it or something like that. So I remember.
So, but Steven Smith is a big fan of this anime. Go Mifuna kisme tha. It's a racing anime.
Initially,
No, it's older than that.
Capita.
I'll tell you the name. The leads.
Fuck off, man. Fuck off, man. Stop it.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I need to check my phone for this, so just give me a second.
Okay.
Because I just made a shoe yesterday on
Can you
this.
also check for the same?
No,
Yeah.
can you not?
Bro, it's called Speed Racer.
Oh!
Speed Racer.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah.
That's an old one. Yeah.
So,
It's one of Sahil's top 9 anime.
Aryan.
is
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
Aryan.
Shut the fuck up, Varun.
Speed Racer.
Go Mifune
Hey,
is
Speed
the-
Racer का live action में बना था ना? I think.
Yeah.
That was not as good, I think. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it was
Do you
good.
know?
It was good. Yeah.
I don't.
It's
remember
one of
it
the
much.
best live actions, I'll say.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
I am not a big fan of it.
What's the? I'm talking about an anime live action.
Right, but
So, what?
I mean,
it's,
Which one's
there's
your
only
favorite live
Pokemon
action?
And अभी Netflix का ये
One
Piece.
One Piece.
What,
Yeah.
what
Which
did
is
you
good.
What
Yeah.
did you think of Death Note का Netflix?
Bruh, I'll
Netflix or
write
Death
the
Note, sorry.
director's name in the fucking Death Note.
That was like a
hilarious,
disaster.
bro.
It was
The
like
only person
terrible.
who did better in that live action was William Dafoe.
William Dafoe as Ryuk.
Incredible, dude. His acting, man.
It was amazing. He was like the perfect
Yeah,
character for it.
yeah.
It like just too good.
Is your audience gonna think I'm dumb? Like ऐसा पूरा bouncer क्या bro?
Okay, so
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I just don't know the actor's name.
Goblin from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. the
He
Green
did the
Goblin.
Ryuk.
But I didn't know his game, so I
Oh,
William
okay.
Dafoe. Oh, okay. So he voiced the character. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has a perfect voice for.
Not only voice, it was his face ka
Oh, okay.
yeah.
They adapted his face probably
Yeah.
also for. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But the movie was shit.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to, I mean, we've talked about global brands, but which are your top 3? I don't want to say sneaker brands, but just fashion brands. Like top 3 fashion brands that are just doing like a good job right now.
You wanna know India or you wanna go?
India.
India. Okay. Again, streetwear or like fashion.
I think let's go streetwear because fashion, that's a fully different audience anyway. So maybe if anyone who's watching this, they like the streetwear brand, they go check it out. They might buy it as well.
Yeah, for sure. So I fortunately have been in the streetwear space for a while now. So that's why streetwear also has these two variants. Actually, three variants. One is budget streetwear, which is bonkers, which is Urban Monkey. I can say.
Yeah. I know both of them.
And a lot of influencer created brands. I don't want to name the influencers, but a lot of them are creating their own brands. Now this is, say, priced below 1,000 rupees, and they create basics, they create printed t-shirts, but it is not streetwear. So people who think that streetwear, it's not streetwear. Streetwear is anything which is got messaging related to your particular locality. So that's how it came about. So say Supreme putting a picture of Mike Tyson. That's New York. It's streetwear. Or Supreme being a skateboard brand first. Now in that space, there's again brands which create t-shirts only. So for example, the brand which I'm wearing, For the Origin, it's based out of Bombay, and I can't show the t-shirt ka piche ka part, but it's got a lot of messaging. Like, he dropped 3 t-shirts. All 3 t-shirts talked about mental health's different phases. Where one of the t-shirts talking about how society's blinded us about mental health. Other t-shirts talking about sadness being cool. So एक बंदे ने mask and that's the best imagery I've seen. एक बंदे ने mask पकड़ा है, and the mask is a sad face, and inside he's happy. So your reality is happy, but you've put up a mask of sad face, which is usually
like the Joker from Suicide Squad. I think he had a similar tattoo, I remember.
Yes. So that is a reference for that t-shirt. And then the third t-shirt is a cool affirmation t-shirt, which has everything written, like affirmations written ulta. So only when you look yourself in the mirror, you can read the
nice. You can like read it when you're looking at it.
So For the Origins, a brand you should definitely check out. In t-shirts, there's a brand called Neo Social, which creates Bollywood based t-shirts.
I've heard of them.
It's amazing. It's based out of Gujarat, and that guy's worked with everyone in the Bollywood scene, bro. He's worked with Vijay Varma, he's worked with Anurag Kashyap, he's worked with वो Made in Heaven की some actress. Shobhita De. He's worked with Shobhita De. And
Shobhita Dulha Pila.
No idea, man.
Yeah. Made in Heaven. That was an amazing show, by the way.
She's one of the sweetest people I have got in touch with through him.
Nice. Kashyap is also a big sneakerhead.
Kashyap is a massive sneakerhead.
I've seen some of his videos. I think it was they did a video with him.
No name dropping.
Check.
But okay.
We can bleep it out.
Editing,
yeah, maybe my face is hidden behind the and you don't have to do it. But yeah, he's a huge sneakerhead.
I guess अपन जरा anime की तरफ घुसते हैं because we have already went way past. It's 8:30.
Oh shit, it's been an hour?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
More than an hour.
Oh fuck.
Recorded. So let's just go into anime, and we usually end our podcast when we go and talk about the guests' top 3 anime.
Oh, that's very interesting, bro. So I'll tell you what I've rewatched the most, and that is kind of my top 3. The first is of course Naruto, because although Kengan Ashura was my first anime, Naruto is what hooked me onto the anime. And I have related to that story on a different level personally. So it's pulled me off from very dark times, and I've rewatched that anime a lot of times. Although till last year I didn't complete the anime, which is a sad thing to say, but yeah, I have now proudly completed the anime.
So that's your one of us. That's your number 1.
That's my number 1. Number 2, I am going to say Kengan Ashura, because I've seen that incredible anime a lot of times.
Also, that was your first anime
that was my first anime. It's got beautiful fight scenes, and most of all, it's got that rawness to it, which anime has, and a lot of people can't describe that.
I can describe it in like a very stupid way. Japanese calligraphy के ऊपर art जब बनाते हैं ना, a liquidity that is formed from Japanese calligraphy. I feel that kind of symbolizes the anime. Like that's all I can put it through.
Nice. He's very good at this.
He is a podcast guy and an anime guy. Even though he didn't know a lot of animes. Yeah, brought it till the end of the podcast.
But coming back to my point, so Kengan Ashura, so one thing which I've noticed about the anime culture is whenever you introduce someone new to the animes na, you have to give them a lot of context. देखने से पहले कि इसके पीछे ये है, इसके like सबका I think starter anime is Death Note.
Death Note is a gateway anime, but I wouldn't ever say that it's a starter anime for most of the people.
What is it then?
For you, I can guess that it's mainly Doraemon, Shinchan, Perman, Ninja Hattori, Beyblade.
That is not anime, right?
That is anime.
Like, that's not adult anime. Like that's not something that.
In the first half, it was Shinchan. He showed his penis. What are you talking about?
Baby pee.
I know what you're talking about. I'm saying, as a teenager, when a teenager is getting into anime, transitioning from say Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z to more of these type of animes.
Maybe you can say a little bit of a dark anime.
Like for people in India today, Doraemon is still cartoon.
Yeah.
They don't consider it to be an anime.
The Indians have portrayed it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, today people consider Naruto and My Hero Academia to be cartoon because it's there in Hindi on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
And it's got very bad dubbing, but it's there.
It's fine.
What happened, Aaron?
This guy,
face?
I know the people who are done the dubs.
Fuck them.
No, I am extreme.
No, it's fine. Like criticism is about like everyone does.
No, I mean, I anyways don't like dubs which are done in Hindi language because it's not doing justice to
the character. Plus sometimes some people when they do the dubbing is they get their own regional dialect into the character. Khali fukat Punjabi, Gujarati, Marathi accent.
It takes you out of that zone.
Correct.
The authenticity.
Authenticity is gone.
So yeah, maybe that, but that you saw like there's also pros and cons because most of the audiences who still watch any kind of a media on TV are not that.
Yeah.
So they have to.
I understand.
For example, most of the thing, Ogie and the Cockroaches. Do you know it's like Ogie and the Cockroaches, like cartoon hai, but Toby. It was actually a mute cartoon with no dubbing whatsoever. But that's how it got launched in India. But then there was no audience reaction to it. That's why they gave Shah Rukh Khan ki type of Sunny Deol ka awaaz to get people.
जो मासी audience को target किया ना, so like it. Then it became like a fucking.
So that's what they have to do.
Then it became bro.
Too fucking famous.
There's an episode of Augie and the Cockroach where Augie comes to India and sees Augie and the Cockroach on every TV.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Meta moment.
So that's how they target people.
So which one's your third one then?
Okay, this is gonna be like a very. I don't know if it's a popular opinion, but there's this food anime called Food Wars.
Oh yeah,
I love it. It's one of my top 9 anime.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's my. I will say it's my third best anime. I'll see. A lot of people didn't like the further
after
seasons,
the fourth
seasons, but I personally loved the concept of it.
It was incredible.
It was so well done, tastefully done, very I've seen the first 2 seasons. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Beautiful.
It's so well done.
Yeah.
I remember this one episode where they had to cook something Indian.
Yes,
and
sir.
The amount of research that they had done with the ingredients.
I remember in the fourth plate itself.
I think one of them mentioned amchur as one of the ingredients.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is so well detailed, and while they were making it, they listed out all the ingredients, and I'm like, shit, they've done justice to our food, like,
and it looks delicious.
It's so good, dude.
But anime food is always delicious.
Anime food looks better than real food sometimes, especially those reels that pop up on our feed, like horizontal reels, but they look like 4K food,
Oh my god.
Nice. Do you actually have good anime choice? Like, I didn't expect you to say something which is not mainstream. For someone who hasn't watched anime that much, I thought your animes, you'll say Death Note, or you'll say Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Bro, I'll say something. I like Demon Slayer. I don't love it. I like Demon Slayer. As a concept, it is great.
You offended most of the Japanese population. Do you know that, right?
Not really, bro. Like, I know a lot of people in Japan who are not that big of fans. Demon Slayer did extremely well in the US.
No.
Yeah.
More, it actually did in Japan.
Is it?
During COVID,
It
got
was the
launched.
highest grossing.
During COVID, it got launched in 58 theaters on 28th October.
Okay.
In 10 days, it earned more than $100 million.
Wow.
It is the most successful anime of all time.
Yeah. So visually, it's beautiful.
So
You can't say it's the most successful anime in all time because Pokemon comes into perspective.
Matlab, in terms of
Pokemon
long
is
term,
next
but I
level.
guess
Pokemon company is one of the most biggest companies.
It's $1 billion company.
Nintendo as well.
Yeah.
But I think when they released Demon Slayer in the theater, they I think that particular earned a fuck ton of money. I think in
India too.
Mugen
India
Train
too.
also.
Mugen
Yeah.
Train, it
Mugen
made a
Train.
fuck ton of money.
Incredible, bro. Next level.
Yeah.
So that way, but so in the US, so from my clientele alone, I've had a lot of people ask for Demon Slayer shoes in the US.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's big over there. But coming back to my point, I am not that big of a fan. Like I said, I like sports anime, so Hajime no Ippo. Again, anything which has inspired. There's one of a cycling anime. It's
Free dive?
Free dive is swimming.
Swimming, huh? So it's free
Yoamochi no cycle or something like that.
Yeah. Pedal. Something pedal.
Yoamochi no pedal. Yeah.
Something, huh?
Something.
I
You said something.
Something, yeah. It's okay, bro.
It's a Japanese name. So I don't actually watch subtitles. I don't watch subtitles. I watch dub.
You watch dub?
Because I watch my anime in 2x. I finished 12 episodes in 1 hour.
Bro, मैं तो भी सब देखता मैं मतलब 2x नहीं देख पाता.
नहीं, I have to watch in 2x also. I don't watch anime at all. I watch मेरा एक anime एक episode gets over in 10 minutes.
What a weirdo, man.
Has he spoken about this before?
Yeah, he has.
This is scary.
Yeah, this is psychopathic.
Also, that's what I'm saying. If you watch anime so much now, if I start the first episode now, in the first 10 minutes, I'll be able to say what's going to happen for the next 5 episodes with 80% of accuracy.
Yeah. I have not seen that much, but sports is very predictable because team जीतने वाला है, bro.
Yeah.
Team हारेगा थोड़ी.
Fair.
So that is where Haikyuu.
Comes into Haikyuu is a little bit different in that aspect.
Because in the first season they lost, and that's where I was taken aback. I was like, oh, now they've done something different.
Spoilers.
No, it's fine. What Juna anime?
Haikyuu, a lot of people have seen. It's one of the top popular sports.
I'll actually suggest you an anime called Capita. Okay. I also suggested it the first time that we met. The F1 anime. So in that anime, the guy is so. Just watch the anime. The guy's father builds him a go-kart, and he's drifting all around Japan and doing mad scenes, bro. And then he eventually gets into F1 and E1.
That's crazy.
I think he's going to watch that.
During one of the races, I'll just tell you, okay, very bad spoiler. It's old anime. One of the races, he had a rib.
He's देखने वाला.
And it's not a big spoiler.
Okay.
So one of the races, he had a rib cage injury, which most of his things broken. Okay, and the chairs which he was sitting in were not comfortable because टूट रहा था, किसको मालूम नहीं, उसको लगा. Okay. And still he was racing. I won't tell you what happened in the race. This anime, I watched it when I was maybe in 2nd grade.
2nd grade? What the
scary.
fuck?
जब छोटा टीवी रहता था ना, छोटे टीवी, बॉक्स टीवी. हाँ, मेरे पास मेरे किचन में इतना छोटा टीवी था, ठीक है. तो मैं रात को खाने के टाइम पे बिफोर गूस बम्स लगने के पहले ये एनिमे लगने का. Okay. And I used to watch this while eating, and I used to see that. And dude, I remember vividly कि वो एक scene Capita का, और बाकी का मैं सब पूरा anime भूल गया हूँ. Maybe I'll rewatch it soon in the future. It's just like 50 episodes, but incredible, bro.
See, that's where childhood memories for me, like Beyblade, childhood memories. So I keep rewatching it.
It's a feel good thing.
Yeah, it's a feel good thing. But मुझे ribcage से याद है. Have you seen Kengan Ashura?
No.
I haven't either, by the way.
Both of you need to watch Kengan Ashura only because it all of this pain that you're talking about, man, it's shown so beautifully.
Yeah, nice.
It's action, right? So you're beating each other, and it's gruesome but beautiful.
It's poetic violence.
Yeah. Also, just now randomly taking 2-3 other names. Have you seen Tomodachi Game?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
You need to check that out.
I saw it last year. I don't know. I did a spam for an episode which I completed 20 animes in, I said 20 days, but I completed in 2 days. So
Bro, this guy's crazy.
so I spammed it, and most of the animes I don't remember.
He speed runs animes.
Yeah. For example, Overlord and Skeleton Knight are totally mashed up in my head right now. Because they are exactly the same.
Very similar. So Tomodachi Game is one, and then there's Classroom of the Elite.
I love that anime. I love
both of those. If you've not seen, it will make you
love it. Yeah.
Psychologically more intuitive towards people. So this is one topic which finally I just wanted to ask you all about. Is have you seen yourself grow because of anime as an individual? Like you've picked up some traits, you've picked up something from anime, and you're like, I have become a better person, or I've grown.
Yeah, I think anyone who's watched anime for a few years has experienced that to an extent, because anime really stands out from the other content that is out there, like the traditional content. The Japanese do really get into the nerve of human emotions as well, and they also simultaneously get super wild with shit. Just like there's some animes that's just so ridiculous in concept, but they execute it so well, like Chainsaw Man. I'm like, for that as an example,
gore and next level.
Who would have thought of that? So yeah, I mean,
so what's something that you've picked up from an anime? And you think about it.
I actually have a better answer for you.
So then you say and you think about it.
Okay, so the thing that you just said, I'll tell you how things became. I say anime is why I am over here.
Right.
This is a very Western thought, but it's not the same in Japan.
Right.
Do you know when I call you a otaku or a weeb, you feel like, yes, I am a. Okay? But in Japan, basically an otaku is someone who is obsessed about anime, hentai, manga, who is mostly called a pervert and a shut-in, who doesn't belong to the society.
Right.
Okay, and that's why whenever some American or anyone goes to Japan and just does anime shit, the people over there get offended.
Right.
Because basically they feel that the thing that makes our society, though it next level industry hai, but we also shun people like that. That's why people are coming over there to support these shun people and fucked up things. When you said Naki, what do you take from the anime? It's a very Western thing. For me, I picked up Never Losing Hope from Naruto. I picked up to always go past my boundaries from Dragon Ball. I picked up how to think about tactical situations from maybe Log Horizon or Code Geass. So there are a lot of animes which teach people things. Pokemon to be the number one. I want to be the very best.
So, like, I think for me it was Pokemon and friendship and loyalty. I think that's what stands out the most, because I grew up watching that. So
I picked up friendship, but like some small things that I picked up. Say for example, Classroom of the Elite. I picked up how do you analyze people so well, and same from Tomodachi Game. Like someone who picks up people's body language or people's behavior so well, and
Sherlock mentality maybe.
And that you can implement in daily life, bro. Like you see your friends do that shit, you're like, oh fuck, you can relate it to anime.
Yeah. So for me, this is a very negative thing, and I can't believe I'm going to say this. Anime helped me manipulating people.
Because it made.
I didn't want to say it that way, bro. मैं कब से ऐसे अलग-अलग words में बता रहा था, ये सीधा बोल.
Because I think they've really understood human psychology, and it's sort of like a lesson in human psychology when you watch anime. So I think it makes sense why you're saying that, but you said it in the most non-PG way or like politically incorrect way.
I manipulate people with my podcast as well.
Give me an example.
Introduce yourself to me.
I'm Shinichi Badkar.
Hey, I'm Aryan. I am the host of the Ani-Lyst podcast. Just take out your phone and search Indian anime podcast on YouTube. We'll be the number one. Correct? इसमें तेरे दिमाग में क्या आया? Aryan podcaster, India anime podcast number one. Correct? First ranking.
Sahil
But
also
once you
does
see
that.
my subscribers, we only have 1,000 subscribers.
1,400 something.
Yeah. So that triggers people.
I used to do that with my sneakers. I don't want to tell where I used to do that, but anytime I go up to anyone and strike up a conversation, my introduction used to be, "Hi, good shoes. I'm a sneaker designer who's been in the top 25 sneaker designers in the world." Bro, एक article आया था 2 साल पहले. And before that, before the sneaker game, I used to do that with Times. Like I did Times.
But with yours, the 25%, like there was some, क्या बोलते हैं, factual fact about it. The same was with us. Like right now, like I also did it with you. If you don't remember.
Bro, I looked up this guy and I was like, okay.
Yeah, number one.
We can do it.
Yeah. So and coming back to another point which you said, and maybe this will be a closing thing. You said
that twice. Yeah. You said that twice. I'm so sorry.
You said that you got a validation from people.
Yeah.
Correct. So this is where I wanted to close the podcast from talking about the thing that you actually wanted to know from me about Ani-Lyst. So I started Ani-Lyst in 2021 November.
Okay.
I posted till Feb and stopped posting for like 4 months. Automatically, I was like, because usually it always happens for summer ना हम कभी shoot नहीं करते, ये बहुत ज़्यादा तप जाता है पूरा. So somehow a agency, not naming them, they called us and they offered us a gig on a retainer basis. Okay, but then I didn't go. We went forward. But what triggered us into posting more content was because that person told me that we were just searching Indian anime podcast and you guys were number 1, and I didn't know. I didn't know.
A revelation.
And that validation from YouTube itself. Yeah. And at that time, I had 200 subscribers, and there are still so many anime podcasts in India, so many. But if you search Indian anime podcast in India, if you search high production anime podcast, anything, Ani-Lyst is the only one you will find in India.
SEO, bro, SEO.
Next level kiya hai. Yeah. Next level kiya hai. That was our main motive. We targeted from a social media background. Like that's our day job. Yeah. We implemented what we learned over here.
That's genius.
Yeah. It's also on my personal Instagram bio. Daytime client service and social media executive, nighttime number 1 host of the Indian anime podcast.
He's SEO'd there also.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
And I think Tanmay Bhatt spoke about this. You don't need to be the highest subscribers. You don't need to be the highest view guy. You just need to be SEO.
Yeah.
So right
SEO
now we have tapped
SEO.
The only next thing that we have to tap is watch hour.
Right.
Watch hour is the main thing after SEO.
Right.
No, actually, watch hour then SEO.
Okay.
Like if you have watch hour, no matter what you put in your SEO, people will come to see your content. But SEO makes sure that your content is seen everywhere.
Yeah. Watch time will just it'll push your channel and content a bit more on the platform.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is beautiful, bro. Like congratulations. Man's
But dude, I don't like, this is the first time that we've actually had a conversation, but talking about something, a passion project to a passion project, it feels so good. Because I remember I have spent so much time, energy, blood, sweat, everything on this, on Ani-Lyst.
Literal blood, bro.
Yeah. And then I can also see that you are doing the same with your whole hand staying. I can see that while I saw the first time I saw this now, when you told me that you designed it, the picture that came in my head was you, one desk, like this one desk, one lamp, working throughout the night doing the thing. Okay, that was the picture that came in my head. And then it gave it, like, I could relate because I do that. Like today is a Saturday and Sunday tak this is going to go live. And it's a very hard thing to get a project done, to do everything, and then like I am actually very proud and I want to congratulate you.
Thank you so much.
You've done a phenomenal job, and we've had a good time having you here. This has been one of our longest podcasts in a while now.
Yeah, this is the longest podcast.
I think it will become.
I was just telling him I've done a 3-hour podcast before this. So for me now, conversations like this are like
endless. I mean, that's the thing. Like it can be endless. We can shoot for like 4 hours.
Yeah, we can. Actually, I want to. I have so many things to talk about right now. But maybe we can do it another
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
And we need more storage space. So like a 4-hour long episode. Yeah.
But yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
Closing time.
Closing time.
Host. So while we close, we look at the main cam.
Okay.
And the host says the final bits.
I just want to ask.
Cam chutiye.
Oh yeah, sorry. I only Sneaker anime. How has it been? How was your experience?
It's my first time in an anime podcast. It's my first time speaking about 2 of my passion projects instead of just one. But most of all, it's my first time learning about this entire culture that you guys have introduced me to. And I am so happy to be here amongst these beautiful ladies that we have over here.
And beautiful sneakers as well, which you've customized yourself. And yeah, we've had a ball having you here, man. I think we've had some good conversations. We covered a bunch of topics. Like I know we went on multiple tangents. We had our flow in place, but we've gone through multiple tangents. But I mean, that's the whole point of podcast, right? You want to stick to a script and a certain flow. Like here we are, and we hope you come back soon and we could do this again.
For sure.
Okay then, guys, do make sure to follow Sneaker Anime. Check his everything out. Go and order some shoes. Maybe gift us few.
all of his socials will be there in the description. You can check it out and go and follow him.
Cool.
Awesome. And your end?
No, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Subscribe, follow.
Oh shit. Don't
please make sure to like and subscribe.
Please like, subscribe,
turn
share.
on the bell notification. I have completely forgotten about to
We've
see
not done that.
No, we don't do that.
You don't do that?
I always used to do it. But then I like,
karenge
to karenge.
Bro, it works.
Yeah, I know.
We can do that at the start actually.
No. That's the mad thing. Fuck man, so many tangents. We have to close this.
Yeah, okay guys, if we start another sentence, it'll end up another like 3-4 hours or something. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification when we upload next, and see you on the next one. Good night.
Bye
boys.
Bye.